Okay. Now we're good.
Is it better?
Yes, yes. All right. Yeah, of course, no problem. I don't mind meeting with you at all. I always want to like make sure that everything's going well with the kids and if they're not happy and something's going on, I'm not happy either. So I'm
Oh,
always happy to
great.
meet.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm Sam.
Nice to meet you. My name is Ella.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I think Caleb seems really happy, I think, overall.
Good.
So
Good.
yeah, so
Yeah.
thanks for
Yeah, of course.
mentioning
He's
it.
a wonderful addition to our classroom community. He's so kind and he's very helpful and he's just the kind of student you hope to have in the classroom.
Really?
Yes,
Oh,
he's so sweet. He's always, engaging with other students. He's very collaborative. He has lots of friends in the room. He's kind. He's very fair. Like he's always organizing games and making sure that everybody has a turn and
really?
everything. Yeah, and he loves to like discuss with other students, especially in math and science. He's so
Mhm.
collaborative and enthusiastic, and he jumps at the chance to participate in hands-on tasks. And he's very good with like leadership roles, which I love to see in such a young student.
Oh, great. Well, that's
So
really good to hear.
yeah,
Good. Yeah, I know he's really happy. He seems to have lots of friends.
yes,
And he really loves math and science, you know. Yeah, so that's great. That's great to hear. Thanks for
good.
telling me
Yeah,
that.
of course.
And yeah, and so I'm just worried. I'm really not worried, but I'm a little concerned about his reading and about the packet that he brought home. It seems kind of babyish
Of course.
for him, and I'm just wondering about that. And he said it's different from some of the other kids.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. So I can explain a little bit about that. So it's just we try to do differentiation based on student readiness with different skills. So the packet is really just giving him support and an entry point, and it's still tailored to the exact same learning goals as every other child in the classroom.
Oh,
We're
okay.
just giving him a place where he can use tools to meet those goals. So the assignment does not lower any expectations. I have very high expectations for every child in my classroom.
Oh,
Every
okay.
child is expected to meet those goals, and they know that, and they know that I have the confidence in them that they can do that. But some students may need extra tools or extra support so that they can fully participate and be successful. So that's what that packet is. Those activities are just giving him a chance to engage in the same activities in a different way. And it's just trying to make sure that he can access those things in the same way that his peers are,
Great.
but
Okay.
giving him the support that he might need.
Okay. So, like, how would his packet be different? Like, what would some of the questions be? Would it be like more drawing or more, like
Yeah,
for
sure.
somebody who doesn't?
So it might give him some extra scaffolds, so some extra sentence frames. So I know he really likes to draw, and he does struggle with writing out answers. I have noticed that as well.
Mhm.
So it might give him some sentence frames to help him start the sentences, and then he can kind of lead his thinking from there. I've noticed that's been helpful with other students as well. There might be some supportive visuals to kind of explain what the question might be asking or kind of help him find it in the text.
Okay.
So just things like that, or there might be chances for him to illustrate. I know he likes to do that.
Mhm.
So if there are students who like to draw their thinking instead of write it, I'm all for it as long as you can explain it or show me you have the same or you have the knowledge to answer the question.
Cool. And you call that scaffolding? Okay.
Yes.
Like building a building.
Yes,
That's
exactly. Like
cool.
kind of giving them the
Mm-hmm.
steps and going from there, letting them build on those steps.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, and I know that I took a look at the book that you guys are reading, the Sarah Plaintill book, and I don't know, it just seems like something I would not even want to read. Like not to be, you know what I mean? Like this, like ain't like old timey lady mail order bride. It just seems weird. I don't
Yeah,
know. Like, can they relate to it?
I totally understand. So the thing with third grade is so they've made that jump from learning to read and now they're reading to learn. So
Oh,
because it's early in the year as well, um, we want to start learning about and practicing those reading strategies and the comprehension strategies that they'll need for standardized testing, which comes way later. But we want to start
oh,
now to give them those tools and give them that practice. So this Sarah Plain and Tall, while it might seem boring, and I know it's not for everybody, I know it's not everyone's cup of tea.
Yeah.
It gives them like a supportive text to start learning those skills. So kind of learning how to visualize and how to compare and contrast and analyze characters. And it does have some very rich vocabulary, which is great for a novel unit for third grade. And kind of giving them a chance to learn how to summarize and pick out key details and themes. So starting with a book like this is a good way to introduce them to these skills. And it's easy to track the characters and the themes throughout the story, and the chapters are shorter, so they're still like they go in second grade they're reading books, but they're still those shorter chapter books, so that gives them kind of a stepping stone text. So it's still those shorter chapters, but you're getting denser vocabulary and things like that, so more opportunities to learn. Which is kind of our rationale. It is a little difficult for them to relate to, but we try to make some like text to self and text to world connections while we're doing the unit, to kind of help them start to see how they can make connections, even if the book is set long ago or not in the present time.
And so they're able to find those, like how that it relates to them?
Yeah. We work on making connections because that's a comprehension strategy that helps them understand the text. So they learn how to find those connections and where to look for them. And it is a little difficult at first. We kind of have to lead them to it at first, but
Yeah.
I've seen in past years, kids, by the end of the unit, they're making those connections all on their own.
Okay. Well, I'll ask them about maybe like, how is Sarah like you? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, also the other good thing about it is Sarah is a strong female lead. Like that's what the book is considered. So you might even ask him, like, how do you see a strong female character or person in your life?
Oh,
Try to make those connections. That's always
okay.
that's a great connection to make. And we don't always see those strong female characters. So it's nice to have a book like that for kids to kind of give them that role model.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. I'm just wondering, like, is this the only thing he's going to read all year? Like, does he have other?
Definitely not. So we have plenty of time during the day for independent reading. So he is more than welcome to choose either a book from home to bring in, or he can choose from our classroom library, which has tons of different genres and different kinds of books. And I am always willing to help him pick something out based on his interests. Or the school library has like graphic novels and comic books if he's interested in that,
yeah,
or
okay.
even shorter chapter books to kind of help him build those fluency skills.
Yeah. Okay.
And so we do independent reading, when they're done with work, or we also have a block of about 20 minutes to do that at the end of the day as well.
Okay. Cool. And yeah, I okay. Well, that's great to hear. I just want to make sure that like he doesn't get discouraged because he thinks he's doing like babyish work, or I don't get teased. Or
yeah, no, I totally understand that, and I promise you that the kids do not know who is getting what packet at all. So he will not be teased. He's not being tracked or anything like that. We just want to give him that support to make sure that he is, growing instead of being stopped. Like, we don't want his learning to stop because he might not be able to understand a question or something like that. We want him to grow. We want him to be able to access the text and access the questions and access the learning. Like, we want him to learn. So giving him this support is the first step in doing that. And as he progresses and gets better at these skills, those supports will be gradually removed until he can do it all on his own, because he's learned the tools and keeps them in his own head.
Okay, great. Yeah, because I mean I appreciate that. He did say like, oh, my packet's different from the other kids, so. And I just don't want him to be teased or anything.
Yeah, no, I totally understand. And they don't necessarily, like I said, they don't necessarily know who's getting what packet, and they're grouped in certain ways so that nobody is being teased. And I totally understand, like, I would never want a child to feel that way or be teased in any way.
That's
So if
terrible.
that ever does happen, please let me know.
Okay.
And I would never want him to feel that way.
Great, thank you. And then you said tracked, because I do have concerns about that too. He has an older brother who's much older,
Yeah.
Who has graduated now, and he didn't go to college, and he was kind of tracked early on, and he always felt like he was in like the dumb classes, and he got very discouraged. And
Yeah.
I feel like that really held him back, and I don't want to see that happen to Caleb because, I mean, my son makes a good living,
Hmm.
but I think he always felt really jealous of like, the kids that were like in the smart classes,
Yeah.
and that breaks my heart,
Yeah, I appreciate you sharing that with me. Like, I would never ever want that to happen to a child in my class. Like, I don't want them to feel like they're in a dumb group or a dumb class
Yeah.
because no child is dumb. They all have strengths and they all have things to bring to the table. So I give every child a chance to participate and
Yeah.
engage, and I want all children in my class to feel like they are able to be successful. So I try to instill that confidence in them. And if they need some extra support, then they need some extra support. And we're just giving them tools so that they can meet the same learning goals as everybody else. And I would, like I said, we're going to watch how he does with these skills and make sure that his learning is progressing. And as he progresses, those supports will be removed because he won't need them anymore because he has the tools in his own head and he'll know what to do.
Okay, good, thank you. Yeah, I don't want to see him like be stuck or anything. And then, yeah, and so, what should we do to help him?
Yeah. So, is there anything that you've noticed at home that really gets him excited about reading or helps him stay focused and on track with his homework or anything?
Good question. I mean, he loves to do math and science, and he
Yes.
likes to bop around. So I finally just stopped telling him to sit down because I realized, like, well, people stand at work, they have standing desks, so who cares? I let him bop around. So I don't know if that's possible. He likes to stand.
Absolutely.
And
I like to stand too.
you do, I do
I'm
too.
never sitting down. So
Okay.
if he needs to stand to do his work, fine by me. As
Great.
long as it's getting done, that's okay.
Yeah, okay, great. And I've noticed that he gets impatient. Like he likes to he like science and math come so easily to him that when he has to sit down and like I guess it's you guys call it like decode or whatever, or and he just is like "Ugh, it's boring. He doesn't want to
Yeah.
like take the time. It's like his brain is so I don't know. Like
Yeah. Moves very quickly.
yeah,
Yes.
like he doesn't want to like slow down and like
Right.
digest because reading even if you're a fast reader it takes a long time
Yes.
so
Yes.
I've noticed those things but I've
Okay.
also noticed that he does like when we read to him and he likes books with
Okay.
pictures so
Okay. So those graphic novels and those comic books would be great tools to use at home. If he wants to bring one of those in for independent
Okay.
reading, that would be wonderful because especially as long as it still has words, he's still reading. And as much as I understand that it is frustrating to have to slow down, reminding him that it is important to understand what you're reading
yeah
is going to be helpful. And as much as he might resist it at first, if he continues to hear the importance,
Yeah.
he'll eventually understand. And we do work on that in class. We do work on key details and things like that. But I will definitely continue to think about other ways that I can get him to start enjoying reading because I do want him to enjoy it because if
Yeah.
you enjoy it, you learn.
yeah exactly
And
Yeah.
then we also make sure that they work together. They're collaborating during these activities. At no point are they, sitting there silently doing their work because
Yeah.
that is so boring for a child.
they do group
For
work
an
and
8-year-old,
stuff.
yeah.
Mhm.
They do group
Yeah.
work to make sure that they're talking because also talking about books is a great way to
Yeah.
understand them. So we try to do a lot of collaborative work. Like I said, at no point, unless the child is like gung ho about being independent, working independently, they work in groups so that they can collaborate and everything. So
Great. Good.
yeah,
Well, thank you. I really appreciate you
yes,
talking to me.
of course. I'm glad we got the chance to do this, and please let me know if you have other questions. And if as long as you can meet during the parent teacher conferences, we'll follow up then.
Great. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, great.